SRP is going to repackage and retreat where required 140 tonnes of special nuclear material. To do that safely, we've had to design a facility, but also the technology itself, the systems that can carry out this work with as little human intervention and exposure as possible.
We're here at IWT because the packages need reprocessing.
These 100-year cans are going to be around for many years to come, so it's part of cleaning up one of the highest risk areas of the UK.
We're here to provide Sellafield, this country, a piece of equipment, a process that ultimately keeps everybody safe.
The overall picture is to store the special nuclear material safely for the next 100 years. That's the reason we're doing the project, and IWT is just the first step, or our first step in the dance.
This process building that you see around me is going to be the home to 4 Glovebox lines. 2 of them go on this floor, 1 long one goes on the next floor up, and another one goes on the 3rd floor. These 2 lines are the repack lines, which means there's no treatment, they're simply there to repackage nuclear materials. Now 75% of the cans that we're going to repackage will probably go through these lines. Now those Glovebox lines are the beating heart of this project. They're what we've built this whole structure for. All of this, all of the construction, all the services that will go up there have one purpose, and that's to enable the Gloveboxes to operate. The Gloveboxes themselves, incredibly intricate pieces of machinery, have been manufactured largely in the UK and to some extent in Western Europe. We've used 2 facilities, one at Ansaldo in Wolverhampton and one at NIS in Chorley. Once we've assembled those lines at those facilities, they undergo a process called integrated works testing. Now this follows assembly, it follows factory acceptance testing, and effectively it's the complete construction of the boxes, and it simulates the operation of those boxes in these locations so that we can thoroughly check them, make sure the concept we've got is right, enable us to rectify issues as we find them, and make sure they'll do exactly what it says they have to do to repack at the rate we need to.
NIS have been 42 years in existence. We offer bespoke integrated engineering solutions to various industries. At the moment, that's predominantly in the defence and the nuclear sectors. Pre-pandemic, we employed something like 132 people. Turnover was around £8.6 million. Today, we employ 262 people with a turnover of just under 30 million. In terms of SRP and what it meant to NIS, it was a journey that we started over 5 years ago. Our role has been key in relation to taking the engineering, the design from PPP, and then in effect, transitioning that into a full process line, glove boxes, plant and equipment, through the various phases of planning, procurement, into manufacturing, then test, and then finally hand over. To give you an idea of the complexity of what we're dealing with, the bespokeness of the equipment, it's something that's never been done before in terms of its complexity, in terms of the size of the project from an NIS perspective undertaken. We've utilised something like 100,000 hours across all our disciplines, spent something like £7 million inside our supply chain, seen major improvements in the supply chain in terms of the complexity of what they do and how they support it, right to the point as we are at this moment in time where we're handing over the equipment to PPP for their integrated work testing programme.
PPP has an incredible manufacturing capability. We have built a supply chain right from the bottom upwards. The majority of PPP's supply chain is based in the north of the UK, in the Northern Powerhouse. So we've got specialist components and specialist parts that have been assembled in various factories and various specialist fabricators in the UK that we have coordinated, bringing them together, testing them to the highest level of precision engineering that's possible. And we know that we've got over 185 suppliers in PPP, but we also know from our supply chain network that we've got many, many lower tier suppliers that supply anything from nuts, bolts and fasteners that all form part of these specialist high integrity manufacturing. And we often talk about manufacturing capabilities and the size of the facilities and the size of the things we build, and we overlook that a lot of those things are built by local people who've got local jobs because the investment that PPP has made in these businesses. It's really incredible to see the high quality, first of a kind manufacturing that we're able to produce in the UK in the nuclear sector.